My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.
Welcome back to the studio for the 7th race, which is an 83 handicap for fillies and mares, over 1,000 meters, so it's going to be quick. The average rating is an 83, and a competitive field will face the starter. Rahil, to get the discussion going, for me, I'm in the camp of number 8, Vivacious. Dennis Bosch's stable's been a little quiet. You know, I say a little quiet, in the winners area, it's been a little quiet, but he's certainly had a lot of places, has Dennis Bosch. His statistics read for his last 30 runners, 0 winners, but 11 places. So that's a lot of places, and those places are all going to turn into winners. And of those 11 places, one of them was the 3rd to full velocity with Vivacious. So having a word with him during the week, he said the stable's coming good, the horses are turning the corner, and I think it's just a matter of time until he fires up and finds himself in the winner's enclosure. I like Vivacious. Her last run was excellent. She came back from a fairly long rest. It was in a race where the average rating was 89. The average rating here is 83. And really, she's a filly that's turned the corner. Her form is solid, and I think she's the one that they all have to beat. Yes, she's got 61.5 kilograms, and she's drawn 8 out of the 9 runners. But nevertheless, I think she's good enough to overcome all those things. She does try the poly track again. She hasn't been on the poly in her last 2 starts. She's succeeded on the poly before. But her danger for me is number 5, Auntie Lizzie, who was behind her in the race won by full velocity. But no doubt she can do better. There are obviously others that have got chances, but my first 2 choices are 8 from 5.
Vivacious, I thought that was a smashing run last time out in that competitive race, the KwaZulu-Natal listed stakes, and beaten 3rd, 2.6 lengths by full velocity, an excellent run, no penalty incurred for that run. So she has to carry 61.5, which isn't a concern for her. She carried 62 to victory 3 runs back. So Vivacious, yes, certainly the horse that I think they all got to beat. But I just see a lot of pace in this race, Warren, and I think it could suit this horse, Nikia. She's at home over the course and distance, at home over the 1,000 meter trip, and her and Vivacious, they renewed their rivalry. Vivacious narrowly beat Nikia on the 8th of November by 0.05 of a length, and it was a matter of heads up, heads down on the line on that occasion. And I just think that Nikia could get a number this time around, given that there is so much of pace in the race, and she is drawn in gate number 4. So I think Gareth Wright will be able to slot her in right behind the pace, and she'll be doing her best work at the finish, given that she loves the 1,000 meter trip and especially the course and distance. So for me, I've gone with Nikki. I've taken a chance and I've gone with her as a suggested place accumulator banker in race number 7, given that it is such a competitive race. I think you need to take a stance somewhere and take a banker in the PA, and I've gone with number 4, Nakia. Warren's touched on Auntie Lizzie, who he does believe must have a chance in this lineup. I think even Pelargonium must have a chance with Bernard Fadeherb in the irons, and she's drawn in gate number 2. And number 7, Silver Rights. Last time out, I think she went a bit too quick up front, but back on the poly track, the 1,000 meter trip could just be a bit sharp for her, but she has won her maiden victory over this distance, so maybe Silver Rights you can include into trifectas and quartets, but it is a competitive race, eh?
Yeah, it certainly is a competitive race. Before we wrap the 7th, you've fancied Nakia, and you have every right to. The fact that Rachel Venica is chosen to go with Lady Catherine, is that a concern or not really? I mean, nothing wrong with Gareth Wright, but the point I'm making is that she would have had the choice. She's chosen Lady Catherine.
No, it's not a concern for me at all, Warren. Gareth Wright gets on extremely well with Nikia. 7 rides, 3 wins, and 2 thirds. So he knows Nikia just as well as Rachel would. And I think that Rachel, she's gone with Lady Catherine, who must have some sort of squeak in this lineup. But Lady Catherine's a type of filly that shows a lot of pace. And I just think Nakia, with so much of pace in the race, she will be doing her best work at the finish.
Okay, Nakia for Raheel, and he's quite right. Gareth Wright's ridden Nakia 7 times for 3 wins and 2 places. So he knows exactly what it takes to get her to win. But Michael Roberts' 2 horses certainly got to have chances. Both Lady Catherine, Nakia, Rachel Venica and Gareth Wright, both more than competent in the saddle. That's a wrap for race 7. Raheel and I are a little different, but that's okay because it's that competitive.
Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbase helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.